always invite them to the lunch. If all the Super 11 kids could come on up right now, that'd be great, because I think we've got a really nice contingent today. And if Rusty Mansell and Nat Stewart could come on up, I'm going to sort of turn this part over to them.
I'll just stand here.
Yeah, if y'all could just stand in front.
Like you're in the firing squad. Right up front. I'm super excited to once again be involved with Corky Kell Classic. As I tweeted today, that was last month, as I posted today on the X. This is a milestone day. This is one of the milestone days of the high school football season when you have the Corky Kell Luncheon, the Corky Kell Classic Day 100 Luncheon. That means football season's here. It's real now. So we're 9 days away from the start of the 11-game, 5-stadium Corky Kell Classic, and we're super excited about it. The Super 11 is one of the most prestigious awards you can get in the state of Georgia. I mean, when you think of all the high school football players in the state, to be singled out as one of the top 11 is a huge honor. Before we get to these guys, I do want to say there's a big professional move for my buddy Rusty Mansell this year. I wanted to explain it just a little bit from when we were here a year ago. He is now the co-owner and publisher of On3 Recruiting. And that's a pretty big deal. Tell them about it.
Yeah, I had an opportunity, a potential life-changing opportunity to buy into a company. And if you know I'm a father of 4 daughters, I need every potential life-changing opportunity coming my way. The weddings, AJC already warned me, so it's been a great opportunity. I was able to purchase a site, the Georgia site, the Dogs HQ site, and that opportunity was presented to me. It was a no-brainer. But I've had so many people reach out to me over the last, say, 60 days. I want to make this real clear that in my job, I still cover the state of Georgia. That is very, very important to me. That would never go anywhere. On3 is certainly becoming a very huge brand, but you know, I'm still covering the kids in the state of Georgia. It's just too important to me, and I feel like that I'm a product of high school football. I mean, I wasn't a superstar, I wasn't this and that. I won a state championship. I played for a great high school football coach. Reminds me so much of Dave Hunter, and you know, hearing all those stories, I tell every year, I love the stories of calling Coach Hunter. I mean, he's going to tell me the lounge story again this year at some point, and I love it. And it gets better every year, but you know, I'm a product of Georgia high school football. I was successful in the corporate world because I played high school football, and that's a product of my head coach and my community. So I'm also with On3, but I am still covering the state of Georgia. I'm proud of it. I want to say thank you to IJ for every opportunity he's ever given me, and everybody, Coach Dorsey, Beverly, everybody's brought me along on this ride. And it's like my old English corporate manager just called me about 4 or 5 years ago. He goes, "Bloody hell, I just saw you on TV, the police weren't involved." And I said, yeah, I feel good too. So I look forward to it. I will say this, Matt's going to introduce this group right here, but let me say this about this class of 2024. I've been doing this for 13 years full time, and I have met some great people. I have met some great families. I still talk to a lot of people. I still talk to a lot of those kids. I ran into a kid at the Walton game the other night I haven't seen since 2011. And he said some pretty emotional things to me, and I was very thankful for what he told me. But I'll tell you this about this group right here. And this group right here I have covered for 4 years. And not one kid standing up here in front of me. And a lot of these kids in this room now, just because they're not up here, a lot of 2024s in this room I've covered. Never have I ever had one of them call me an issue. No one's ever called me and asked about the ranking. No one's ever called and asked about changing their profile. Now, their mom will not call about a profile headshot. But I've never had even the little minute piece of, hey, will you change my weight? And I get those calls every day. I get those text messages every, hey, will you add this on? Not one time. And I'll tell 2 quick stories. I go see Mike Matthews here from Parkview, 5-star. Last year, it's about 2,000 degrees in June. And I woke up and, how you doing, Mike? Good. Hey, listen, I want to introduce you to this player right here. He starts pointing out a freshman they got, freshman DB. The instant I got there, it wasn't about him. It was about this guy. And I remember one thing about KJ Bowl. KJ committed Florida State Saturday night. Called KJ up. He was a freshman. We invited him to the Georgia Elite Classic game, and he started spitting names. Hey, you need to get this kid. You need to get this other kid. It wasn't about him. Get this other kid. And you go to KJ's commitment Saturday night, and there's kids from all over the state of Georgia. They're committed everywhere. And it tells you how tight this group is. And I'll tell you this, it's more important ever, today's game, that you love football more than you do recruiting, because you will get exposed real quick on the next level. And I can say without hesitation, I have no worries about this class of 2024. This is a great group of kids. It's a great group of football players. It's a great group of families. They're all tight, but they're about to start beating the mess out of each other in a couple of weeks. So I'm excited about it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, there were about 25 4- and 5-stars at KJ's announcement, and that was just his Buford teammates. So let's get to the Super 11. Let's start with the guys that came the farthest, and we'll start with Doherty High School. That's Albany, Georgia. And Cameron Davis, running back, who is committed to Florida State. And I guess they pass it on. Oh, yeah, he's just, yeah, so it's for everybody. Everybody's getting a cookie. Stand forward, step forward. Cameron Davis, there he is. We have DeMello Jones. I don't even know what position we can call it. What position is it this year, or is it just all of them? All of them. He does all of them, yeah. Saw him in the state championship game this past year, and it was a lot of fun going up against Aaron Vilo's team, by the way. What a game that was to get the thing started. DeMello Jones from Swainsboro, and he is committed to the University of Georgia. We have linebacker Sammy Brown from Jefferson, the Jefferson Dragons. Is there a better high school football name than that? He's committed to the Clemson Tigers. How about Mike Matthews? Mike Matthews from Parkview High School. He'll be playing on Wednesday, 9 days from now, for Parkview here in the Corky Kell. And I think he's the number one rated wide receiver in the entire country. And he is committed to Tennessee. Let's get to the Buford guys. We have KJ Bolden, who we just talked about. He committed on Saturday to Florida State. And I think rated as high as the number one safety in the entire country. His teammate, Edric Houston, 5-star defensive lineman for the Buford Wolves. He is the only one of our young men up here who is uncommitted, but he will be announcing on August 22nd. Is that right, Edric? There you go. You want to go ahead and just break the news now? Get it out of the way. Release that pressure valve. I got a microphone. You ready? Okay, he's good. All right, that's Edric Houston. We have Aaron Philo, quarterback, Prince Avenue Christian. He's thrown for 50,000 yards in his career, or something close to that. They won the state championship this past year, and he is committed to Georgia Tech. You gonna throw some passes to Bailey Stockton when you get there? There you go, I bet. What's the one I know? Oh, how could I forget my favorite player of all time? What a name. Air Nolan, Prentice Air Nolan from 6A state champion Langston Hughes, and he is committed to the Ohio State. They set the scoring record in the state of Georgia in 2022. They scored 8,000 points. Well, it was 700 something, but it was a lot. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us here, and congratulations on your Super 11 honors. And you can go sit back down and eat your cookies. Okay, we'll do that. So, while we're waiting on a wireless mic, what we're going to do is go ahead and start going through the schools